Good day, everybody. You know, on this page, I guess just myself in general is concerned with, I shouldn't even say concerned with, I joyously explore and discover the deepest truths. If there's anything I wish to know and embody, it's the truth. And, there are many things to say about that, just in how the truth is unconditional love and so on and so forth, but I don't want to get into that. I want to address how in the spiritual community, in like the mainstream spirituality, manifestation is held almost as like this is what spirituality is, if you understand what I'm saying. And in a sense, yes, but not in the way that most people think it is. There are so many people, and I speak about manifesting your greatest self and everything too, but for a different reason. It's in the mainstream spiritual sphere that manifestation is talked about as the mountain's peak. Like, you need to be spiritual to create your greatest life. You need your greatest life to be spiritual type deal. And there's all these tips and tricks about how to manifest this way faster and do this and do that. But have you ever noticed that everything in which manifestation is concerned with is just about you living as you want to live, regardless of what external validations may appear? It's just about you living a great life. And the only way that you can do that, you could have everything in the world, but if inside you're miserable, then driving a Ferrari won't matter. Driving a Ferrari will feel the same as driving a shitbox if you're miserable. And vice versa. If you're driving a shitbox but you're having a great time, you're driving a Ferrari, man. There's really no difference. So when we look at manifestation is happening every single second of the day for every one of us, and every space in between those seconds. We're manifesting the life that we're living right now. And that is something quite powerful to come to realize, is how responsible you really are for the life that you're living right now. Every single circumstance you have ever experienced is a consequence of the choices that you have made, not somebody else. And yes, there is there is a point of saying that your programs have run your life to a certain extent. And yes, you can blame your programs for a certain amount of the suffering that you've gone through, but at the end of the day, it is all your choice. Will you continue to experience those programs, or will you transcend them? Now, if we're looking at manifestation again as just something that's happening all of the time, every single second of the day, what are these things that people are telling us about manifestation that we need to do in order to create the best life for ourselves? Well, they say stay present, because in staying present, you're not attaching yourself to the future or the past. You're accepting life as it is. And to accept life as it is to not create an energetic charge of, say, negativity towards what's happening, because it just is. It doesn't matter, because the future version of you, again, living presently, is to trust in the fact that the future version of you has everything that you do desire. And therefore, as you are living right now, accepting life being present, every choice that you are making in the present moment is leading you there, and it's just a matter of time. And then there's The law of assumption, assume that you have it. There's the laws of energy, the laws of frequency. You must exist on a high frequency in order to attract the life that you want, where you have all of these things. Well, there are plenty of people, such as the Rothschilds, who do not exist on a high frequency, who literally own the world, in a sense. Obviously, you can't own this place, but they have it on paper that, and have convinced enough people that their banking system is what is running this game. So they're not existing on a high frequency. They want to enslave humanity. How is that a high frequency? It's not a matter of, yes, you need the high frequency to attract the riches and all of this stuff. No, man, because that's not even the point. The point is for you to be the greatest version of yourself. That's it. And everything else that you could possibly desire will follow as a consequence of you being that version of you. The version of you that takes full responsibility, the version of you that enjoys life, the version of you that slows down and relaxes. If you think about the life that you actually want to live, you may say, well, when I envision my dream life, I'm on a beach in Barbados and I have my favorite rum and I'm just having a great time. I got no worries in my head. Everything's taken care of. And I'm on this beach and I'm just loving life. Well, let's break that down. You got a beach near you? Is there a beach you can drive to that's close by? Because if you can go and set yourself up, why do you need the rum? You don't need that. You can have a glass of water. You go to your favorite beach. You pull up and you relax. Man, you're doing the same thing. It doesn't matter about where you are. It matters about how you're existing in that place. So, like, if you being in Barbados on that beach triggers within you that you would be relaxed, that you'd have no worries, well, then by you going to the beach and creating that situation in your life now, you're also then resonating at the frequency of the life where you live that life, where you're on the beach of Barbados and you're chilling, man. So yeah, there is something to say about the law of frequency and all that, but again, ultimately, it's just about trusting that you have been created for a specific reason. Why would the universe have to unfold over the course of billions of years, perhaps even longer? We don't really know. Come on. How does the universe unfold every single thing that has ever been created up until the point that you come into existence, and that's insignificant? You don't have a purpose? Nah. You were placed in a specific place and with specific people to be transformed into a being who has a specific purpose, who has specific desires, and all of this, right? And really, it's about letting go. Manifestation is just, it's happening all the time. It's just a natural consequence of life. And there's a lot to say about the journey, just how it unfolds and such, but ultimately, man, it's really just about trusting. It's really just about living your life. And even in the moments where you dip down, like today, I had a big dip down, man. A big dip down. I cried in a way that I don't think I've ever cried in my life. The front of my face was starting to tingle and go numb. I couldn't believe it, honestly. 30 seconds left here. But even experiencing that, man, it's a part of my journey. And it's about, okay, well, does this stop me? Or do I transform this situation and keep going and be stronger because I've experienced this? Anyways, we could do a whole live on manifestation, breaking stuff down if you want. Let me know in the comments, because I got a lot to say if you haven't noticed. Anyhow, I hope you have the best day of your life. Cheers.